everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, it's a showdown between two teams with the same record on the year. It's the Bengals going up against the Packers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a second down. First try for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Second down now after the pass completion. From midfield here, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Fielded at about the 28. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Ray Maluga competes very hard as a linebacker. Very difficult to block and keep out of the play.
319!
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. As they run the counter play. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Dalton throwing on second down. To the left side here for Eifert. Having an effective short passing game. One of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it. The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So Dalton now throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Dalton now to pass. And he finds Tyler Croft. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Counter play, Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Starting to run to the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do, because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Here's Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Granted, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Wide open receiver complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They go play action here on first down. Backing up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
319! 319! 26! Check 26! Check 26!
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. They come out here in the eye. And Dalton to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third and long. What will Dalton? Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll go on on the ground. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
On the sneak, Rodgers. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. First and 10 for Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. To play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. 2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. This will be Dalton again. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, let's see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Surveying the field. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They send Green to the left on his own. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Dalton throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That takes us from second to third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Dalton. And Eifert has it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From midfield here, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Second down now after the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they did.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And the wideout in motion. Play clock winding down. Dalton hovering near the goal line. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They were able to get the ball back here. Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Ellington. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's second down. Dalton looking. Caught. Eifert over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ellington now to return it. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The first down throw coming for Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
10 yards to go on 3rd. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Quick, quick. Hey, watch it, watch it. Over here. Shift.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers finding time. And that is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's second down. Dalton looking. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it'll be Dalton again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Second down now after the pass completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He completes it to Boyd. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The play clock's running down, and Dalton will just sneak it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all. They actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Dalton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. This will be Dalton again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll try to squeeze in 1 more play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Rodgers to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Kerr coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.